If you're watching this in 2026 and you or someone close to you is living in the United States on a temporary visa or any non-permanent status, there's a good chance you're feeling a level of uncertainty that didn't exist before. Many people are quietly asking the same question: could this be the year everything changes? Across the United States, immigration enforcement is moving faster and with far less flexibility than in previous years. Decisions that once took years are now being made in months and sometimes even weeks. Old files are being reopened. Small technical issues are being treated as serious violations. In many communities, people are realizing that the assumptions they relied on for years no longer apply. One important detail often gets missed in these conversations. In 2026, enforcement pressure is not being applied evenly. Certain nationalities are facing more scrutiny, and specific case patterns are being flagged again and again. This video looks at enforcement trends that are clearly visible right now. These patterns are showing up in real cases, policy priorities, and official reviews. This isn't about rumors or panic. It's about understanding why certain groups are encountering a much tougher immigration environment. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer picture of which issues are most likely to trigger deportation action, how everyday mistakes can escalate quickly, and why the system feels so unforgiving in 2026. I'm Sophia. I focus on breaking down complex immigration developments into clear, practical information. The goal here isn't fear or politics, it's awareness. For years, the immigration system moved slowly. Visa overstays were often treated as low priority. Paperwork problems could sometimes be corrected. Many people lived quietly and avoided attention. That environment has changed. In 2026, agencies are clearing backlogs aggressively. Reviews are happening faster, and what counts as a serious violation has expanded. Short overstays, unauthorized employment, or inconsistent documentation are no longer viewed as minor issues. In many cases, they now lead directly to detention or removal proceedings. Background checks are more detailed, and information sharing between agencies is far more advanced. As a result, people who once felt secure are discovering how fragile their legal status really is. Visa overstays are one of the most common triggers. Many people entered the United States on student, visitor, or temporary work visas, built lives here, and stayed after those visas expired. In earlier years, overstays were sometimes overlooked. In 2026, they are frequently treated as priority violations. Unauthorized employment is another major factor. Many immigrants work in restaurants, retail, construction, caregiving, delivery services, and small businesses. As workplace audits and inspections increase, employees without proper authorization are being identified more often. A routine inspection can now lead directly to serious immigration consequences. Documentation problems also play a significant role. When records are incomplete, inconsistent, or difficult to verify, applications are often flagged. Even without any intent to misrepresent information, extra scrutiny can follow, leading to denials or enforcement action. Family-based immigration cases are also being reviewed more aggressively. Sponsorships, marriages, and petitions approved years ago may be re-examined. If irregularities are found, both applicants and sponsors can face consequences. Asylum and humanitarian cases are another major area of change. Many applications that remained pending for years are now being reopened and finalized quickly. When relief is denied, removal orders often follow soon after. Temporary protections and discretionary programs have become narrower. Some individuals who believed they were safe are discovering that their legal status has expired or no longer qualifies under updated standards. Security screening has expanded significantly. For certain nationalities, background checks are deeper and more frequent. Small inconsistencies, old travel records, or missing documents can trigger investigations that move quickly and end with serious outcomes. For some communities, old criminal records have become a major vulnerability. Even minor offenses from many years ago can resurface in immigration proceedings, especially for long-term residents who never became U.S. citizens. Increased cooperation between governments has also made deportations easier to carry out in some cases. Files that once remained unresolved for years are now moving rapidly toward completion. In other situations, broader geopolitical and national security concerns are influencing immigration decisions. Students, researchers, and professionals, particularly in sensitive academic or technical fields, are experiencing heavier scrutiny visa delays, and unexpected revocations. Fraud-related investigations are also contributing to the pressure. While only a small number of cases involve serious wrongdoing, enforcement efforts can affect legitimate applicants as well, creating an atmosphere of heightened suspicion. When all of these trends are viewed together, a clear pattern emerges. Deportation actions in 2026 are not random. They are driven by stricter enforcement of overstays, expanded workplace monitoring, tighter asylum reviews, and increased security screening. What makes this moment especially difficult is speed. In the past, people often had time to fix mistakes, file new applications, or pursue lengthy appeals. In 2026, timelines are shorter, tolerance is lower, and options feel more limited. This does not mean that everyone from these communities will be deported. Many people still have strong legal cases and will remain in the United States, but it does mean that the margin for error is smaller than it has ever been. That's why awareness matters. Understanding how overstays are treated, how employment rules are enforced, and how applications are reviewed can help prevent small mistakes from becoming life-changing consequences. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Based on what you've seen, do you think current enforcement policies are necessary to uphold the system, or do you feel they've become too rigid for ordinary people? If you or your family have been affected, your perspective may help others feel less alone. Thank you for watching until the end. If you find this kind of clear, research-based breakdown useful, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you can stay informed as policies continue to evolve. This content is for educational purposes only and is not legal or financial advice. For guidance on your specific situation, consider speaking with a qualified immigration professional.